Hey guys, so we're back. Got some more planes to do. Had a couple planes bought earlier and I'm going to get them built this week. First one we're going to be doing is the E-Flite F-15 Eagle. Now you guys might have seen my other F-15 by Banana Hobby. It didn't fly. I'm sure this one's going to be a lot better. It's about the same in terms of what it will do. Now this is an older plane, an older jet. It's been around for I'm not sure exactly, a year or 2 years. Now there's a newer jet by Horizon Hobby, as you all know, by Park Zone, the Habu, and that's a great jet. I really recommend that if you're looking to get something that's quick and easy to get flying right away. The F-15 here is going to take a little more work. There's more building involved, but if you're looking for a scale jet with great performance, this might be what you want to get. Now this jet comes in the kit. It's an almost ready to fly kit. So we'll go ahead and take it out of the box here. It's pretty much build it all yourself. We have a little bit of problem here. My decals were stuck to the cardboard in there, some of them, so I'm going to have to do away with some of the decals. No big deal. Luckily the foam looks fine, but might not use these decals because they were kind of stuck to the cardboard here, as you can see. But these couple are okay, but these are just decals, I think. Have our instruction manual, of course, and some more stickers, which this is kind of confusing also. The stickers are missing. Maybe they're already on the plane. We have some of the stickers, but the stickers are missing here. I'm not sure why. So that's kind of weird. Not really sure about why they're missing, but you know, I really don't care about stickers. Stickers are just stickers. I can decorate the plane however I want. Let's go through and see what the plane looks like. Make sure we get it out here good. Let me find my knife really quick. Oh, it was sitting around. Grab a kitchen knife. That's just pulling out pretty easy. There's the main fuselage of the plane. Now, like I said, I'll get it out of the foam or bubble wrap here. See if this will just pull off. One thing I noticed right away is this is very light, which is good. The lighter the plane, the more propulsion it'll have. A heavier plane is going to need more propulsion, so it should be a pretty quick jet. I think I said it's made out of EPO foam, and it has some balsa wood for support inside the fuselage here. We have the older style hatch thing here. It's more like a snapper or lever. Goes in and out rather than a magnetic hatch. I actually think I might like that. It should hold it in just fine. And there's where our batteries are going to go. This will actually use 2 batteries, and I'll show you all that in a second. So we're missing a couple decals, but the foam and the building of this looks perfect. Looks like it came in the package just fine, no damage, so that's awesome. And then, one cool thing about this jet is it has, I don't know if you're going to be able to see them that good in this bag, it has retracts. So just like my other F-15 I had, it does have retracts. Got to set them up real quick. Or you can just use fixed landing gear, it's your choice. With fixed landing gear you're going to need 5 servos, and the recommended servos are 7.5 gram servos, like E-Flite DS75s, or if you use the retracts, you're going to need 8 servos. So there's those. We have, looks like we have a couple blades in here for our fan units. Now this jet does come with fan units, but no motors. Pretty much you have to add everything into this plane. Let's get this cardboard out of here. Here we have just the plastic canopy. Here we have what looks like the rudders, and it looks like they need to be cut. I'm pretty sure this jet has rudders. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it does, and if it does, these will have to be cut because they're one solid piece. Looks like those will probably go up here, and they'll be the rudders though, or the vertical stabs. Here we have the horizontal stabs, which are, the elevator is the whole horizontal stab. They link onto the body there, and the whole thing moves up and down. So that's how the F-15s work. Then here we have the wings with ailerons, and the ailerons, I'll just show you one of the two. The ailerons are pre-cut and bending, so they're all set up. You just need to add on your control arms and attach your servo and push rods. And the wings of this jet have carbon rods in the wing, from the end of the wing into the body. So that's just to help with strengthening of the wing, so you know you don't have any problems at high speeds. It's going to hold it real sturdy. So that's what's in there. That's in both the wings. It's only in the wings, it's not in anything else. I'm not sure if there's any in the fuselage, but I don't think so. But the wings is where you need it. And then the last things in the box here, guys, is the actual canopy or hatch, whatever you call it. And then this will be just applied onto there. And this looks like it's going to have a wooden latch at the back. So the wooden latch is going to get stuck into there. And then the front has that latch in the front like I showed earlier. So that's how it's going to hold in nice and sturdy. It's got a plastic part in the front, and that's going to go right in there and hold that in nice. So I actually kind of like that. The magnetic hatches are getting better, but I have had problems in the past with them falling off in the air. So I kind of like that this has a kind of a latch instead of magnets. So that's all that comes in this kit. So that's what I was saying earlier. If you're looking to start off getting a jet, this isn't really a starter jet. Even if you can fly 4-channel planes, if you've been buying, the Park Zone Warbirds that are binding to fly or plug and play, you're probably more used to a plane that's pretty much fully built and ready to go. Like I said, this one's going to require more work. So if you're looking for a next step up and you're looking to build something, you might want to do this. But otherwise, check out the Habu. Now this plane, or jet, I keep calling it a plane, but same difference. It is kind of expensive, depending what hardware you put in. Now, what I put in here, I think the kit is around 120 bucks. Don't quote me on that, I could be off by a little bit, but I think it's about 120 bucks. Now, you're going to need 2 ESCs. Now, depending if you run a 3 or 4 cell setup, you need 60 amps ESCs for the 4 cell setup. If you're going to do a 3 cell setup, you can go with 40 amp ESCs. Now, if you're going to do a jet, you're going to want speed. So I'd recommend, if you're going to go ahead and do this, pay the little bit extra money and get the 4 cell setup. It's going to be a super fast jet, I'm sure. So we'll just talk about my setup here. We're using 2 E-Flite 60 amp ESCs. And then we're pairing that with 2, this is a dual engine jet, 2 E-Flite Delta V 480 systems. They're 4,000 kV motor and fan unit, all in the box, ready to go, ready to plug into the ESC. So this is going to have 2 64 millimeter, or is it 65 millimeter, 2 65 millimeter fans running on 4 cell batteries. And then you need your 2 batteries. And the recommended batteries are 2100 mAh, 4 cell, 14.8 volt batteries. And these are 30C. You can get anywhere from 25 to 50C even, but these are 30C and they're the recommended battery. I've got some other batteries coming too to power the plane, but these batteries, with having 2 of them, you should get about a 5-minute flight time, maybe 7 minutes if you're using good throttle management. And then you're going to need a receiver, and I'm going to be using the AR6200. You need at least a 6-channel receiver if you're going to be doing the retracts, and you might be able to get away with a 5-channel receiver, but yeah, you might be able to get away with an AR500, but we're going to go ahead and use the AR6200. So let's just go really quick again, the cost of this plane, just so you guys know. It's not a cheap plane. Like I said, the plane body, just the kit, it's 120 bucks about. Then you got your Delta V systems. I'm estimating everything, guys, because I haven't looked at the site. I've been on my honeymoon, and I don't remember the exact prices. I should have looked them up beforehand, but I think the Delta V systems are about 80 bucks a piece. So let's just estimate 2 of these to 160. So you got 160 plus your plane body of 120. You're up to 280. Then you've got 260 amp ESCs. These are about 80 bucks a piece, a little more than 80 bucks a piece, but we'll make it 80 just for simpler adding. So 160 more. So 280 plus 160. Let's see what we got here. Got to do some math in my head.
420.
It is 420. All right, so we got 420 now. 420. Now you need your receiver. Depending what receiver you choose, it could be anywhere from 60 bucks up to 100 bucks or more, depending what receiver. So let's just say about 80 bucks for a receiver. So we're up to 500 bucks.
Or it's 440.
440?
Yeah.
440 plus the receiver then. We're close. 440 plus the receiver, you know, you're up to about 500 bucks. 520 maybe. And then you got your 2 batteries, which, depending what batteries you buy, you know, you can buy, if you buy these batteries or if you buy a different brand, you know, let's just estimate the batteries around 60 bucks a piece. Just a higher number, you know, you can go and get different batteries from, you know, Hobby King or somewhere, you might be able to get them cheaper. Let's just estimate them at 60. So that's 120 more. So we're at 520 plus 120, we're at 640. And then you need your servos. And if you're going to do the retracts, you need 8 servos. So servos, let's say, cost about 15 bucks a piece. We were just at 600, what did I say, 620, something around there. And you got 8 servos at 15 bucks a piece. So that's 120 bucks of servos. So that's 740 bucks to get this plane or jet in the air. So like I said, it's not a cheap jet. That's why I'm recommending, you know, if you want to get a jet, the Habu might be a better choice. It comes more ready to go. But if you're looking for a scale jet, something that might be fun to build and get it all together and have the scale look, this could be a really good choice. Now we don't have it built yet, so you guys can't see it flying yet, but I'm going to get this built. I don't have the servos here. I left them at my other location, so I got to go get the servos and get this thing built. But we'll have this built, show it to you guys pretty soon, and we'll get that flight. I'm really excited to fly it. I know it's going to fly great. We just got to get it built, and it shouldn't take too long, really. It looks like, you know, I just got to put on the wings, put on the horizontal and vertical stabilizers, set up the retracts. It shouldn't take more than a couple hours for me to build it. So we'll get that built in the next day or two, and we'll get that maiden flight up for you guys so you can see it, and hopefully we're all happy with it, because yeah, it wasn't a cheap plane, so I'm hoping that it's going to fly great, and we'll show that to you guys when we get that done very soon. And then we got one other thing to show you guys. It's actually down here, but I'm just going to grab a few parts of it because it might be dark down here. So let's grab it up here. I missed a couple parts down there, but that's okay. Grab one more of them. Then we have this other jet. Got this one on a special crash sale in Hobby Lobby. Now, one thing I noticed about this when I took it out of the box, well, this is the MiG-21, just to tell what it is first. And this is also just a kit, comes with nothing, so I'll have to be building it. We have, you know, these are probably our elevators. Here's our wings, and then, you know, front of the plane and the back of the, keep calling it a plane, but it's a jet. So that's the MiG-21, and in here we're going to be putting actually the same exact system. We're going to be putting a 60 amp ESC and a Delta V 480. So it's going to have the same thing as this F-15, except it's going to be a single motor. It's not going to be a dual setup, it's just going to be a single motor. Well, one thing I can tell you about this right away, let's take a look at this. It has balsa wood in here, but just check this out. See how flimsy that is? Very flimsy. The quality from E-Flite and Park Zone is just so much better than lots of other companies I've tried. This will probably be just fine, but it's just very flimsy, not very thick. You touch this and it just feels strong, the E-Flite one. But you touch this MiG-21 from Hobby Lobby and it just feels flimsy. It feels, you know, one little crash and this thing would probably break into a million pieces. But we're gonna get them both built, and we'll have flight videos for you guys as soon as we can. You know, I'm excited to get these built, so hopefully I can get them built really quick here. But that's what's coming next. So stay tuned, and we'll have the flight videos soon. So see you guys next time.